Hi guys, and welcome back here to the Dev Realm. And today we are carrying on our series, and today is the last episode. And on this lesson, you're gonna learn how to host your website on DigitalOcean, and also how to create, a repo on GitHub, and then use that information here. All right. So without taking too much to delay this, so the first thing I want to do here is that I'm gonna open up my website right here. And my website doesn't have any Git repo. It has a Git ignore, but it doesn't have a repo. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I recommend you guys doing a couple of things. So first of all, create an account on GitHub, right? Because you're going to be using GitHub to do this. Then the next thing I recommend you guys download this Git desktop. All right. So we're going to be using this Git desktop to be easier for us to build this. So, and the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to create a new repo. And this is going to be called gamer website. I'm just going to put this everything. I'm just going to call website gamer. All right. Because I already have another project. But anyway. So we just going to choose the path. So we're going to go to our documents, our game site, website, select folder. All right. Now we already have a git ignore, so we don't need to worry about this. I think there is a way we can test it where I would like to do it, but I guess we can create the repository. Right. Now I can publish my repo. Now I can check the organization. So I'm just going to push that on the dev realm, which is the one I use it. This is going to be a private repo because I don't want people to access my code. So I'm just going to put it private and keep the code private. And I'm going to publish the repo. Now this is loading. Everything is good. Now what I can do here is that I can view on GitHub. Let's check our code on GitHub. And I can see that it's on GitHub. I'm not sure why it just pushed the git ignore attributes. Let me just go back in here. And let's check why is that here. So if I go back to here, I have my, oh, I see. For some reason, it moved those folders inside here. So what I'm going to do here to make it easy, I'm just going to copy those and I am going to paste it right here. And I'm going to delete this website gamer. This is my mistake. You may don't need to do this. And I'm going to close my GitHub. I'm just going to close this folder. Isn't open, can't be closed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I know why. Because I need to close this app. And then I'm going to close it right here. Cool. Now that has been deleted. If you guys, if this, you can't see those files, it's because you need to enable hidden folders. So you need to enable hidden files on Windows. All right, just follow the tutorial. And I think on Mac is just Control-Shift period or something like this. But anyway, now that we have this retarget, I'm just gonna open up my GitHub. And I'm so sorry for this, guys. This is something that I wasn't expecting. I choose the wrong folder. But anyway, if you had this issue, now as you can see on my screen, I'm just gonna locate, and I'm gonna go to the website. And make sure you found the Git here. And I'm going to press select folder. And there you go. Everything is here. And this is amazing. Cool. Now, he added the proper files, which is what I want. And I'm just going to call this first push. All right. First push. And I'm going to do it and push it on here. Now, if I go back to GitHub, I can see that my code has been pushed. And everything is, it's live. And this is good. Now, before we set up DigitalOcean to push this, we need to build it for production. So let's build this for production, which is also super easy to do. Very, very nice. So I'm gonna open up this with VS Code because oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm gonna open up here on VS Code. And Nuxt has this thing called really cool that allows us to generate our code. So if I run Nuxt run, I should be able to see a couple of options. we have build, dev, generate. So the one we want here is called generate. All right. Nuxt run generate. What that's going to do is that it's going to compress all the pages into one massive file that will be our website. And that's how we deploy the code. And let me go back here. As you can see, it's building. Everything is properly built. It creates this on this folder called output public. So we need to basically change one more thing here. So if you have on VS Code, ideally, you wouldn't push your code like this, but this is one of the ways you can make this work. So if you open up the git ignore, I'm just going to remove this folder called output. Okay, because right now you can't see the changes, but as soon as I save this file, look at that. We got all the changes right here. And I'm going to call this build for production. This, in an ideal development scenario, would be done when you push something using like a pipeline. But because we are trying to keep this course quite simple, you can also do this way. And then you can always update this. Anyway, now we have everything done properly. I am going to go here to my DigitalOcean. I'm going to go to test. And I am going to search. I'm going to deploy this website. And this is the most important part here, guys. So we're going to create. I'm going to hit create. We're going to go to app deploy your code. Here, we are going to choose provider. It's going to be GitHub. And that's why it's important for you to use GitHub or GitLab or any other Git. But we only have those three supported. Now what we're doing here is that we're going to search for this repo that we call website gamer. So it's going to call website gamer. All right. I have game dev. I have a couple of other projects, but we're going to use this one. And now we're going to basically tell what is the path that you can read it here, the source where the code is deployed, whatever. If you guys remember, every time we build, we post things to this output folder. So we're going to copy that. I'm going to paste this folder and / public. All right. Because that's where we have our website. If you open up this on your browser, it kind of will work. All right. But anyway, now we're going to press next. And that's all we want. We're going to press next one more time. We're going to press next and next. We don't need to actually, I'm just going to go back. Edit. I want to send it to test. Save, next, and create resources. As you can see, the price is it's free. And DigitalOcean is really cool because it allows you to have 3 websites for free. They are, let's say, not websites that have servers and very complex tasks. But if you're building something like, a project, or if you're building your own website for your game, you can host it for free. There's also a way you can host it for free using GitHub Pages. But I think using DigitalOcean is a little bit better because you can also point your domain and all that stuff. But anyway, as you can see, this is building and this is deploying. We have access to logs and we have a couple of settings as well. As you can see, this is deployed. So let's check what is up and running. There's some kind of issue that is not building properly. And I think I have an idea. Because of the settings, we have added, what is it? There is a problem on the overview, not that, insights, activity, settings, action, turn on maintenance. I think it's something to do with the path. Deploy. Okay. I know what I did. And I did a mistake when I was deploying this. Is because I forgot to add the proper path. Okay. I'm not sure where is that option. But anyway, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to destroy this code. Copy and paste here. It's fine. We're going to destroy. We're going to create, again, we're going to deploy. I'm going to go back. And we're going to select here the website gamer. And the path here, this is the part where I did a mistake. So this is, it needs to be output / public / I forgot to add a /. Let me know in the comments if you guys found the option to edit that, but if not as well, that's fine. So I'm just gonna rebuild this. I'm gonna choose to add it here, save it, and let's press create. Right now, what's happening here is that we're redeploying the code, right? And we set up on every time we change anything or we push, it will deploy our code again. Now, one cool mention before we tested this properly is that I recommend you guys also adding your domains. And websites like GoDaddy, for example, they're very easy to use. So you can just follow the examples. And if you guys wanted a tutorial about that, I'm happy to do it as well. Maybe I can go back to this series. All right, guys. So I just paused it here to see what was working and why wasn't deploying. And basically, it's just a timing thing. It's just it takes some time to deploy the website. But as you can see, we have our code here deployed. And I want to show how cool is this now. So if I go back to my local development, and let's say that you guys created an awesome update for your game. Everything is working fine. So what you can do here, right, is I'm just going to do run dev. And you see where it's saying survive to fight, conquer, right? So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to find what is it. And I'm going to put here new update v2 or something like that. Okay. Imagine that you guys are creating a website or something and you updated your game. Everything is looking good. So now if I go back here to the website on my local, all right, I have it here v2. All right. Now it's time to push your amazing updates from the website. All you got to do here is that you go to generate. So this is going to generate all the code for you. Everything is being processed. Now, what we can do here is that once that's finished, I'm just going to go to my GitHub. You see it deleted, but it still haven't finished. It pushed the other changes. So we're going to call update v2. We're going to commit this stuff, pushed, and look on here. So we just pushed the code. Everything is up. Now if I refresh this page, you say it's going to be deploying, because what happened here is that we set up a rule that every time you push a new code to this, it will auto deploy. This is why as well, when it comes to development, it's not a good idea to push things straight to master or main, because you can push a bug or something. So it's always nice to create a PR and do all that thing. But for the development purposes, this is quite simple. But anyway, so now if I press live app, we should see a new page here called v2. And that's it, guys. That's everything I wanted to show for this tutorial. So right now you have a base website, you have some base knowledge. One thing, of course, I forgot to actually, now if you test the contact, right? Let's see if my contact functions is working. So I'm going to call here new user, and I'm going to just add here email, whatever, my phone. Your game is amazing. Thank you. Right? Now, if I press send, it's going to load the data. Message sent successfully. And now if I go back here to my list, we have this person that just sent a message. And that's pretty much, guys, conclude this part of the tutorial. So let me know if you enjoyed this series. Let me know what was hard or what wasn't very clear. I'm always happy to help and improve our tutorials and courses as well. Let me know as well of new technology you'd like to see here on the channel. I'm trying to build everything related to game. So yeah, let me know if you want to see a little bit more about how to create a nice page, a proper page using UI, or how, if you want to know a little bit more about Vue.js or this kind of technology. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next one.